Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Court Farms here in Farming Simulator 22 with me, Sowing. It's the start of a new morning, it's the start of an October 6th morning. And we've got a contract to do today, sowing field 52 with, what crop was it? Wheat. Right. I'm going to take our lovely class. Did I refill this after I planted grass the other day? Oh, hello? Got a work camera. Sweet. Right, let's make sure we are planting wheat. And we're planting it on this field. So let's do the headland. Now the class here will be able to pull this seeder at its rated speed, unlike the little Massey Ferguson, which was really struggling. The last couple of times we've done seeding with that particular tool. Even the John Deere isn't great. Whereas obviously this thing has got plenty of power. So hopefully we can get this field nicely seeded. Got the work camera mod, which has had an update since I last used it on this map, and it now seems to work, even though this is, I believe, a modded vehicle. It's rather interesting. So I thought with modded vehicles you had to do some weird stuff in Giant's Editor and in the XMLs to get the camera mod to work with it, but seems like it's working. So, or unless it's one of those things where me being maybe a little bit of an idiot, I didn't realise that trying to activate the work camera when you don't have any tools attached to your vehicle means it doesn't actually activate. Doesn't actually activate the work camera unless you've got something attached to it. Could be. I mean, that's why I'm doing this series, to try and figure things out and show you guys who are new to these kind of things what works, what doesn't work, and figuring things out together. For the beginner players, even some of you experienced players, you might have downloaded this mod, this camera mod, and been thinking to yourselves, how the freak does this thing work? So if I press Shift and C now, that turns it on and off. I do, is it Control C? Or is it Alt C? Alt C opens the menu. Control C should cycle through different camera options, but I believe that's the only working camera, so it doesn't So yeah, get this seeded. I was actually hoping, when I was forwarding time and stuff, that I got October set to 5 days. I was hoping it was going to be November. But alas, I have 6 days. 6-day months on this series. So we have to do another day of October. And looking through the contract list, there wasn't really a lot of jobs that jumped out at me today. This was the best paying job, unless I wanted to do potato harvesting or sugar beet harvesting, which I can't do because I don't have the equipment, and I haven't done enough contracts for the farmers that I can borrow theirs. So we end up sowing. But it's nice. Nice to do some sowing. And again, nice to see the lovely camera mod. Which means I get to do some... I do get to do some first person in cab recording, which I don't normally play in cab. Unless I'm playing with, like, the wheel. For, like, realism. My steering wheel over here. Which I haven't done for ages. But now we've got the camera mod, it's interesting. Gives you options in with controller to do some more first person stuff. Did have a look at the mod hub today before I started playing. Didn't see any mods that really jumped out at me today. That like must have download, nor was there really anything updated that I was like, okay, yeah, I need to fix that, need to download and update that. I don't think there was any updates for any of the mods I use today. The only mod that possibly came out today on the mod hub as I'm recording this video on Wednesday the 20th of September, so 2 days ago for you guys watching, there was a mod called Animal Feed Calculator, which basically just gives you, when you have animals in the game and you come down to your animal menu and you've got your different pens, when you have animals in those pens, it actually provides you some like proper figures to tell you how much food the pens will take, so you're not guessing when trying to split and divide food between the different productivity levels. And it'll also tell you how much they will consume each day. Gives you an in-game view. So again, ideal to know how much stuff you need to have in reserve, because of how quickly you can see how quickly you're going to get through the food in the animal pens. So that's probably a nice mod to have. Simple little thing that just adds some extra info to the in-game HUD or the in-game menu that probably, when you think about it, maybe ought to already be there, you know? Perhaps that sort of information is stuff that perhaps Giant should have been showing us. Help a farmer out, you know? Let's help a farmer out by telling him how much his animals are going to eat per day. And how much their pens can hold. You know? My lovely pink purple bales in the distance, though. I love that. Love my lovely purple bales. Those were what I was hoping that I was going to be able to start collecting those up today and get them sold. I wanted to do the selling of bales. But I miscalculated how many days there are in my months. I forgot the little rhyme, you know. 30 days has September, November, blah, blah, blah. 31 have all the rest, except October, February, which has 28, blah, blah, blah. It's so cool, this camera mod. I keep saying it, but it's a dream, because I'm whizzing around this field just doing headlands, and I'm not missing bits in the corners, because I can actually see where it is in the background there. So I'm actually able to keep it perfectly aligned with the row that I've just done. Normally, if I was doing in cab and whizzing around the field, I'd be leaving gaps in every corner. A bit like the way the AI does, or Courseplay does sometimes. I'm going to take a screenshot there, because that can be quite a good one for my next thumbnail. So yeah, this is Friday's video this week. I'm a little bit behind in my content recording schedule, because I've struggled this week to actually stick to a recording schedule because of real life things. So despite the fact I've had a very busy morning already today, I'm like, no, I've got to go live. I've got to get stuff recorded today. Because I need to get, I mean, that's another thing. How am I going to get these videos rendered tonight and uploaded? I'm going to have to do the Estancia ones first, then do the Court Farms episodes, and then I need to have them uploading, because obviously Estancia's got to be like uploaded to YouTube, processed by YouTube, ready to release tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Panic, panic, panic. Then I've got to get Football Manager recorded this week as well. I need to get episode 54, 55, 56 recorded. So I'm all set for next week. Take the pressure off a bit. Although next week's schedule isn't looking great, I have to be honest. Because Monday morning, first thing, I'm at Glenfields Hospital. I've got my next respiratory appointment with my specialist consultant person. To have my lungs checked out. Or sort of, should I say, my lung. What's left of it. Although, to be fair, I gave it a good workout today. When I went to the gym. Did an full hour of cardio today. Did 30 minutes on the bike. And then with a 10-minute treadmill session either side of that. And then obviously my warm-up and cool down as well. So, yeah. Gave my lung a good beating today. But yeah, I've got my next clinic appointment on Monday, so it's going to make content recording Monday a little bit iffy, but hopefully I should be able to get maybe get some Court Farms recorded on Monday afternoon using my normal offline method of recording, and then Tuesday next week I can then have a good beast session on Estancia again. And then I should be back kind of in the groove. I should be back in the groove then, providing nothing else comes along and tries to derail me this week, or next week, like things have tried to derail me this week and succeeded. But it's cool. It's cool. How's everybody enjoying the new Oxbow DLC, by the way? How are you all finding that? That obviously released yesterday for all you lovely Farm Sim players. I did have the pleasure of playing with it last Friday and over the weekend. I did do a stream, obviously, on Kit, on my channel over on Kit, at kit.com/see-what-he-so, where I did my preview look at the DLC and felt it was what it was, you know. A couple of bits of equipment from a new manufacturer, a new license in the game. Nothing groundbreaking or revolutionary or spectacular. Nothing that we hadn't already got in the base game, so it's not like you have to have the DLC. But also, at the end of the day, if you're buying it separate because you don't have the season pass, it's only $5. It's only a couple of bucks, less than a coffee at your nearest Costa Coffee or Starbucks or whatever your coffee venue of choice is. So get it or don't get it. It's up to you. There are certain things in that DLC I definitely would use. The fertilizer sprayer for grapes definitely gets my thumbs up, because it can spray 5 rows of grapes at once, compared to the in-game one, the base game fertilizer sprayer, which only does 2 rows or 1 row, because obviously it does half of a row one side and does half of a row the other side of it. So overall it does 1 row, but you have to drive it down every single row of your field so you don't miss any. Whereas obviously the new Oxbow fertilizer for grapes does 5 rows in 1 pass. So pretty solid. The manure spreaders that can also be configured as slurry spreaders, they are what they are, self-propelled manure slurry spreading machines that are quite nice. Sort of middle of the road in terms of capacity. If you're doing manure or slurry, obviously you're going to need to make sure you've got plenty of it on hand, because they will be needed to be refilled quite regularly and quite frequently. So gonna have to figure it out from there. Right, I've done enough headlands now. We will do the up and down bits now, I think, of the field. That should have enough room to turn around. But yeah, not really a lot else at the minute to do. Like I say, all the contracts today were fairly disappointing. I mean, the cultivating jobs are not paying a lot. I mean, there's a 12 grand fertilising job. But by the time I've paid for solid fertiliser for my spreader, that ain't going to pay me 12 grand. And like I say, all the harvest jobs are, you got cotton. By the way, let's have a look. 2 jobs, can't even lease the equipment. I've done no jobs for that guy, so I can't borrow the equipment to do sugar beets. I've done no jobs for that guy. Can't borrow the equipment to do corn harvesting. I've done 2 jobs for that guy. Still not enough to do potato harvesting. No jobs for that guy. Can't do potato harvesting. I've done 4 jobs for her. can't borrow the equipment to do the sunflowers. So yeah. There are some ploughing jobs, but again, they're just not paying me enough. And then out of the other sowing jobs that are available, none of them stand out like the sort of 10 grand job here. Oh, have you stopped, lady? Okay, we've got that issue again, where for some reason the AI worker doesn't want to do their job properly. That's okay. I will just live with that. We'll resort to using GPS then. Do these up and down roads. My lovely purple bales in the background there. Forgot how many bales I've got. I can have a look at my statistics screen, can't I? Which is down here somewhere. Bales, 46. I've got 46 bales. Less the ones that I did straw when I did my harvesting in the beginning of the save. So probably 40. 41. I'll put my lights back on. Yeah. I'm very pleased we got this class tractor second-hand. I need to have a look at the second-hand market again soon and see what else is available that we could maybe catch cheap. Because now I am starting to think that the Massey Ferguson and John Deere tractors could really do with being replaced. They could. Shall we have a look? Lol. Typical, innit? The one day I'm looking for tractors, there's no tractors. Although that one is 210 horsepower. What is my Massey Ferguson? 170. So that would be a gain of 40 horsepower. Switch out the Massey for that one. I mean, the John Deere is, what, 190? So actually, that Massey would replace both of those. Something for me to think about. Because I have borrowed money, obviously, from the bank. I've taken out the maximum loan that I can. So we can buy equipment and things. Just to keep us, obviously, running this first year. So I think what we'll do, what I can do, now if I'm not sat in this tractor when it reaches the end of the field, the AI should be alright. So the AI should be okay now to keep seeding. Right. Let's whiz this Massey Ferguson to the store. Let's sell this. Don't run over that dog that's wandering. Buy that second-hand class tractor, which will give us 40 extra ponies to play with when we're doing any jobs on the farm, which will be nice. And then we'll just have to keep our eyes out and see if we can replace the John Deere as well later with a tractor that's in the, what, 280, 290, 300 horsepower region again, but still has a fairly small physical footprint, because obviously we need to be able to drive all around these narrow roads and lanes and get through gates and into sheds and buildings and stuff, don't we? But yeah, let's go spend some money, folks. Let's go make the money. Part exchange our current tractor, which is a bit of a shame, because obviously I put all the gizmos on it, didn't I? Put all the gizmos on it. Sensors, GPS. It's all money I'm never going to get back. It's all money I'm never getting back. But yeah, that wasn't a very smart financial decision from me right at the beginning of the playthrough to put those things onto this vehicle. I should have just put them on one, the most powerful, that was going to do the most jobs. But I'll be kind. I'll even bring it up the ramp for you. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to sell the weight as well. And the tractor. I got 77 grand in total. So what we're going to buy first of all, is one of those. It's expensive. It's expensive. Right, now we want that tractor. Not that one. Not that one. That one. Take the anniversary edition. We are sadly going to need GPS. Now, we could have the other camera system mod on this as well, but I don't think I need it. I don't think we need it. Right, I've got it with wheel weight, so I can do... So hopefully that will help in wet conditions. How cool is that? New tractor at the farm. Well, not quite. Second-hand tractor at the farm. Does this one not have the there we go. There you go. We can change the camera look. Rear hitch, front hitch, directly behind. That works, doesn't it? That's alright. We like that. We like that, ladies and gents. Oh, there's a caravan. I am really thinking about chucking this camera mod on my multiplayer server before tonight's farm session. Because I must admit, I do like it. I do like it a lot, folks. I know Helgi will complain, because he'll go to join the server and he'll tell him he's missing mods, and then he's got to come out of the game, go download the mod, start the game. But hey, he's half a job. He's half a job, Helgi. We don't mind causing him some discomfort. Nope, I do this every time. That's not my farm. Let's not go in there. That's just the welcome to Banwell sign. You have now reached Somerset. Hurry up and get out of it as quickly as you can, so you can return to civilization. So there we go. Brand new purchase at the farm. Should be good. Right, we'll keep our eyes peeled then, because like I say, we could really do with replacing our John Deere tractor as well sometime soon. Also, I need to figure out where I'm going to be stashing stuff, because the cedar, unfortunately, does not fit in my sheds. Can't reverse it into the sheds, so I'm thinking the cedar may need come down here somewhere, but yeah, it's going to be awkward finding somewhere to put it. But what we're going to do with this for now, given things are what they are, and what we're going to be doing next month, I'm just going to hook this up to our bale trailer, ready for loading bales, which will be our November job. Although the price of bales in November is still not as great as January and December. So, I could very well, ladies and gentlemen, after I've finished doing my sowing contract, I could very well skip time. Because there probably isn't going to be a great deal of stuff to do in November. Unless the AI decide to offer me some really nice cultivating ploughing jobs after they've finished their harvesting. So yeah, December will be quiet, and if there's snow falling from the sky, that's going to do my head in. So yeah, if January is the best time of year to do the silage bale selling, especially if I don't get to do another harvest this year, I might have to skip time. The other thing to check, of course, using our lovely little time-saving stock check mod, because we've got some wheat. We've got 16,000 litres of wheat. I'm wondering if I should add chickens. Court farm chickens, ladies and gents. Because at least then I'll be getting the egg production, won't I? I will be getting the egg production. And we can then sell the eggs. Things for me to consider, ladies and gents. But, unfortunately, this episode has reached its conclusion today. So, I'm going to have to come back on Tuesday, ladies and gents, to find out what my decision actually is. And that's perfectly timed as well, because that lady has just decided she can't turn around now. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, ladies and gents. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I will see you again very soon. But for today, take care of yourselves, stay safe, cheerio and goodbye.